and welcome back to the channel. I hope you have enjoyed the Tokyo vlog series. I hope you loved it, and I hope you loved it as much as I did going. I loved filming it. I don't know if that came across, but I loved it. But one thing that I also love is other people's hauls, and that is what today's video is about. It is a Tokyo haul video. Some of the things I picked up you may have already seen. I think there's maybe only a couple of items that you've already seen, but most of them I picked up while I wasn't filming. So there's quite a lot of stuff here. I'm surrounded by stuff. So I thought, because I absolutely adore watching haul videos, why not do my own? So that is what it is today. It is a haul video. There's a lot of stuff here, but I think everything I brought is like a good amount. Like, I haven't gone overboard on anything, and I think I've got the right taste of everything, if that makes sense. And I'm also aware there'll be a lot of stuff in this video that a lot of people, it just won't be their cup of tea, but to be honest, it's my haul, it's what I've brought. So yeah, but there'll also be people out there who absolutely adore what I've brought and think that, oh my god, Ruby, that is the best thing I've ever seen. So you people are probably gonna like it a lot more. But anyway, I blabber on a lot. I don't know if that came across in the vlog series, but I blab a lot. Let's get on to the video. So I've splitted I'm going to be splitted. I've splitted it into categories. So there's three main categories. There is Tokyo miscellaneous, there is 100 yen shop, and there is Disney. And then in each of those, like, there's sort of subcategories, so like if there's anything together I'll be showing it as one, but I'll just tell you like the category that I'm on. So to start with, it's going to be Tokyo miscellaneous, because I didn't actually get a lot from Tokyo, because that was another thing. A lot of people said that, oh, there's so much to buy in Tokyo. I didn't actually find that much, but maybe it's just me being picky. Anyway, let's crack on. So to start off strong, we have this Tokyo magnet. I bought this from Character Street in Tokyo Station, and it was just this little shop. It was Tokyo souvenirs, and I just thought that was really adorable, and it summed up Tokyo at its peak. So a magnet. And then down Asakusa, there's a street as you walk down, and it's called Nakamasi Street, and it's just full of shops and food stands, and I mean, there's a lot going on. But I bought this teeny, I don't know if you can see that, teeny tiny cat. He's a lucky cat. He is so adorable. He was really cheap. I think he was like £1.50, but he's proper China, and he's just adorable. And lucky cats are a massive thing in Japan, so my little lucky cat, he'll sit on my side and bring me, hopefully, a lot of good luck. Sticking with the luck thing, I went to a temple. I, for the life of me, cannot remember the temple. It was in a forest. It was the one in the forest. Oh my god, what was it called? I have absolutely no idea, and I will never get it today. I'm not even going to try, because that is not going to come to me. Anyway, you may have remembered that I got a little like fortune, so I got one of those. I also picked up this. Now this is a little bit random to most. To me it means quite a bit, but you could buy different things. There was all sorts. There was probably 15 options, and they were all for different things. So this one is a wish. So this is a wish plate to grant your wishes. So basically you write your wish on here, on this little plate, and you pop it in this pouch. This is it's actually a pouch. I don't know if you can see it as a pouch, but it's a pouch. How many times can I say pouch? Oh my gosh. Anyway, you write your wish on there, pop it in there, and you carry it around with you in your bag. So then your wish will one day come true. I picked this up and I'm going to write a little wish on here. I just thought it was so cute, and they're not expensive either. I've got a feeling this was like 1,000 yen, so like £5. And then I went to a shop called Loft. That was also in a video. The video that was in, I really don't think it's going to be very long. I don't think it was very long, because obviously you've seen it already, but I'm yet to edit. That just tells you how close I am to coming back to when this video is filmed. I just knocked the camera, so you're going to get a little bit of a wobble there. Anyway, in Loft, I didn't pick up much, because even though there was a lot I wanted, it wasn't really cheap. Like, it was cheap, don't get me wrong, but with the weight of things and how much room I already had and things I've already brought, I didn't buy that much. So I've only got a couple of items here. Don't get me wrong, if I had an unlimited budget and weight in my suitcase, there would have been a lot coming home with me. So we're going to start off strong. I'm going to start off with stickers. So, something about me, a bit personal here now, I like scrapbooking. Really like scrapbooking. Holiday scrapbooks. I just think they're so fun, so cute, and something that you can like look back on. So whenever I go away, I'm always looking for different stickers. So I'll show you them individually. We've got this one. They literally just say Japanese stickers on them, but it's all like temple-y. I actually have no idea if any of that is coming out. My hand, woo, get my hand in there. But they're all just very cute stickers. Like, there's a Fuji, there's a cat, there's a Buddha. Oh, I think that's Asakusa. Secure? That one, anyway. So that one's nice. And then this set. These are lovely. I mean, I know they're very similar to the first set, but they're different, okay? Don't come at me. This set is actually really cute. It's fans. Like, they love a fan in Japan. Love a fan. And also, the thing with these stickers, I'm just going to get one out here. I don't know if the texture is going to come off at all on the camera, but they're like fabric. Like a felt. Like, I don't think you can get the feel of them through the camera, but they're like, they're not your classic sticker, and all three packets are the same. They're like I don't know, they just feel a bit fancier. I got some notebooks. Like, how can you go to Loft and not pick up a notebook? I know. So, it was this one, and it's got the classic Japanese wave on it. They're lovely on the inside. It's just lined paper. It's just a whole book of lined paper, but the quality is really nice. Like, I don't think that's going to come across. It's really nice quality. It's proper thick. Really lovely to write on. So I got that one, and then, well, bam, I got it in a bigger size. So these are the two sizes. I saw the little one and I saw the big one, and I wanted both, so I bought both. They were, I want to say they were about 300 yen each. I think this was 300 and this one was maybe 250. This one's lovely. Look at these pages. And it's exactly the same as the last one, and you probably can't even see the lines. However, my little stationery heart is very full with these, and they're so luxury feeling. That's the word, the luxury feeling. And it's just such a really pretty design. Okay, one thing about me, another thing about me, I've just learned so much today, is I am obsessed with stationery. So when I heard about Loft and other stationery shops, I needed to go into one. So to find some really nice notebooks and all of that was lovely. They did have a massive pen section. I actually can't even remember what I filmed in there, but you know, oh well. But they had a massive pen section. I could have bought a lot, but they were quite weighty, and they sell a lot of packs. So I opted for these lovely notebooks instead. So now on to, I'm still on Japan miscellaneous, Tokyo miscellaneous, whatever I called this category. This section is, I'm going to call them gachapon, but I don't think that's right. The capsules, anything you can buy in a capsule or mystery box, this is that section. I didn't get like too obsessed, but I did treat myself to a couple little bits. The first one I did, I think I might have filmed it. It would be on the first full day anyway, but it was this really cute little bear, and I'm gonna get him out of the bag. Look at him! Look how cute he is. He's a little keyring as well. He is just so, like, he's your classic teddy bear feel, I would say, and he's quite a good size. He is just so adorable, and all I can read on the tag is big. That's the group he's in, big. He's pretty big. The next one I got, I don't think I filmed getting this one. However, I did film the shop, because it was the shop where you could look over the Shibuya crossing. So it was that, it had that little window, I think I showed that, and I liked looking at all of the capsules. So I got one, and it's quite a funny one. Well, to me it's funny, but it is a tiny, teeny tiny train schedule. It's tiny, and if you don't know what these are, like the type of train, these are the bullet trains. So they had all different trains. There was like an underground, there was an above ground for the countryside, and there was something else. But this was actually the one I really wanted, so I got really lucky with that one. But it's actually a little book. I can look really close. Like, look, it's actually a book, and if I turn to one of the pages, it's actually all written out in there. Like, what? Oh, and also these are my favourite bits. It's got maps, like actual train maps, in this tiny little book. Oh, and it has a bunny rabbit on the back. I don't know what the bunny rabbit's for. It's just amazing. I just can't get over how that, like, when I saw it I was like, oh, that's just gonna be like an outside of a train book. It's not actually gonna be anything in it. I open it up and it's this whole situation on the inside. Oh, and also at the back, I don't know, because I've been flicking through this like it's actually a book. Here is a seating plan for the train. A seating plan in here. Yeah, that was money well spent. Money well spent. You can see it one more time because it is just that good. So I only did 3 capsules, but that's okay. I actually kept this one in the ball because I wanted to show you what the ball looked like. So these are the type of things that they come in. This is what they come in, and that's what they pop out in. If anyone's not clear on what a capsule is, that is what a capsule is. So each of those things, the other 2 things came in a capsule, but I shut them away because I was in the city those days, or out and about. Where this one I got at the Mahama monorail station, just by Disney, so I was just going back to the hotel. But yeah, that's the type of ball. It's a Donald Duck. Let's open the packet as if I was doing an unboxing. It is Donald Duck. So in this one, there was 4 options. I'm going to take him out because you can take him out. There was 4 options for different characters. So there was Donald Duck, there was Mickey Mouse, Winnie the Pooh and Stitch. All the capsules I picked, I made sure I liked them all, so I was never disappointed. Obviously I already had a favourite, but everything that would have come out I would have been happy with. So I'd say that's my biggest tip there. Make sure you're happy with all of the options so that you're not like disappointed when it comes. But anyway, I was happy with them all, but I really wanted Donald. I'm a massive Donald Duck fan. Like, mega. Love him. I think he's so adorable. And look at him. He can't let me stand him on my hand. He comes on his own little platform. Look how cute he is. He is so adorable, and they're really good quality as well. But I haven't decided yet whether to leave him as a stand, like to leave him like this and put him on the side, or to put him back in his little box. Like so. So that's how they come. They're made like that. There's a picture of Donald on the back if anyone's that interested. Probably not. Oh, and he's on the top as well. I just love Donald Duck. I just really don't know what else to say. So I got a couple of mystery boxes. So as much as they like capsules, they also like mystery boxes. So I got this Snoopy one. This is the box. These are the options to be picked from. Yes, I have already opened it because I couldn't wait. Okay, I am impatient and I wanted to know as soon as I bought it. Wanted to know, couldn't wait for a haul. So, oh look, it says Japan only. Good to know. I don't know if you saw that. Probably a bit quick there. It says Japan only. I'm not a massive Snoopy fan, but I do think he's really cute. And this was bought in the Tokyo station, train station, and the character street, if you're interested where I got this from. On the flaps, look, there's like a little comic strip, 2 of them. That's really cute. It's a nice touch. And interestingly, they're in English. Anyway, should we see? He's in bubble wrap. But let's look at him. Let's see how adorable he is. Bloop. There he is. Oh, look at him in them shades. And his top says, because I don't know if it came out on camera, Joe Cool. I don't know what that means. That's on a lot of Snoopy stuff, but I don't understand it. Anyway, he's really cute. And he's, oh god, messing this up, Snoopy. He is adorable. Look at him. His shades, and also he is like a fluff. I don't know what that fluff's called. When it is like, he's fluffy, but like hard fluff. So it's like, I don't know if that's coming out, but he's a bit like textured then. He's textured. Oh, and also he's a bubble head. My last mystery thingy-mabobby was this cat. These are the options. And I brought this down Godzilla Street. There was, and by like the 3D cat in Shinjuku, there was just this really random, what I would call tat shop. Just on the side, and this shop, I think I filmed in there, this shop sold everything from toothbrushes to food. I mean, quite literally anything. I bought a postcard in there as well. Like, it sold, it quite literally, it sold everything. It had hundreds of these little mystery boxes, but I'm a massive fan of cats. I love cats. Like, I don't know if that even came across in the video, how much I love cats. But I do, and I was obsessed. And again, I liked every option on here. So let's open it up and see what I got. Again, spoiler alert, I know, because I've already opened it. Opens up like this. And then... lying down one. He's the one I wanted most. Look at him. Oh my god. He's so cute. I can't even get over how cute he is. Look at him. Doo-doo-doo. He is just the most adorable thing Look at his little face. Like, how can you tell me that is not the cutest thing? Like, if I hadn't gone into that little shop, I would have never found him. And also, he made the front cover of the box, so he was obviously, like, you know, the best option. And that's the one I really wanted. Even though I love the others, like, I mean, he is adorable. That one, look at that one. But this was the one I really wanted because I thought he just looked really cute because he's lying down. Like, why would he be lying that way? Oh my god, I'm having way too much fun with this little cat. So that sums up I'm just checking, the Tokyo miscellaneous section. Now on to the 100 yen shop. So, 100 yen shop. Now, I only actually went into one 100 yen shop. I went to two, but I didn't buy anything else in the second one. But I got a bit carried away. The one I went into was called Seria. Seria. S-E-R-I-A. Seria. That place. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I've never been in a shop quite like it. They sold quite literally everything. I'm not even kidding you. They sold household, like, utensils, like, to cook with. Pots, pans, everything. Stationery. They sold car cleaning bits. They sold car mats. They sold, I can't even think of it, hair accessories, makeup. I couldn't quite fathom that everything in this shop was 50p. Let that sink in for a moment. 50p. That's half price to Poundland. And Poundland ain't even a pound anymore. 50p! I was in awe. Because also I was thinking it'd be a couple of items, you know, not everything's gonna be 100 yen. Quite literally everything was 100 yen. They even came over the tannoys in English, in their, like, theme tune was, we are dedicated to one price. 100 yen. Why have I not been in this shop before? Why are these not worldwide? I cannot stress to you how much I adored this shop. So, I've got quite the haul, and you're going to get to see it. So we're going to start off simple. We're going to start off easy. I'm gonna ease you in, because it gets weirder and weirder as I get through. So let's start off with hair accessories. I only brought two, but I brought this scrunchie because I don't know about you, but I find it hard to find good scrunchie, and it's a lovely, so soft. Like, I don't know if you can see the texture of that, but it's so lovely and soft. And I can always find hair clips, and I can always find bows and small hair ties, but finding a really good scrunchie to pop in your hair is, I think, quite hard to come by. So when I saw this, that went straight in my little basket. So a hair tie. I told you I'm starting you off easy. Next, we have this adorable hair clip. Yes, I said I can't find scrunchies, and I can always find hair clips. But look at this one. This one's fluffy. Don't know if that is picking it up, how unbelievably fluffy that is. It is only a little one, like, it's not, oh gosh, it's still attached, but it's not that big. But when you're just, like, going out, you know, like, nice, and you want a nice hair clip, you don't just want your average hair clip, you want a little cute one, like you're going out with friends or something, and you want a cute one. This, I saw it, and there was, do you know what was funny? There was only one left, so I thought, if the Japanese girls like it, I must love it. I will show you some little makeup pouches, pencil cases things. So I saw this one. This is really nice. It's really small. It's not probably the length of a pen, normal biro pen. I was like, oh, that's really nice. It's really like a smooth. almost leather. It's not leather for 50p. It's not going to be leather, but it's got that pleather feel to it, and the zip is really nice. And also, there are not going to be many people that are interested in this, but I'd be interested. This is how big the inside is. Like I said, not many people are going to be interested, but I am. I get interested on this. So I reckon you could fit a good, 8p. You know, your normal big pen. I reckon you get 8 of them in there. So yeah, it's not massive, but it will perfect one. Because also I saw this, and I'd already taken, because I was on holiday, you always want to take a pen with you, and I had this quite big, it was probably like that, much bigger pencil case, and I thought it's just so annoying to get lugging about everywhere or in the room. And I saw this and I was like, that is perfect for the flight. Perfect. And I got 2. I got 2 of them because I couldn't decide between grey or blue, because I thought the grey looks quite slick and like a bit posher, a bit more like, oh, that's a nice pencil case, but I love blue. And for 50p, who was I to say no? Hey, who was I to say no? It's £1. Yes, I haven't cut the tags off, because like I said, I only just got home. Pencil cases, or makeup bags, whatever you want to use them on. And then, keeping on that theme, I got this cute little number. Look at those little hearts. It's got nothing on the back. But to a lot of people this is probably really like a useless size, because it is really small. I'm not even going to try and do a comparison to me, because, but you can see it's not, like, that's the size of its tag. So it's not very big at all. Another good opening. This one came with stuffing on the inside, so happy with that. But the reason I got this one is because obviously I've only just started vlogging. I didn't have a system for used batteries and non-used batteries, so my batteries come in like a little case anyway, so I was like, oh, that's fine, that's the new batteries. But I didn't like the idea of just having loose used batteries in my bag. So I saw this and I thought that'd be absolutely perfect, because I can definitely fit my batteries in here, especially when they're used. So I was like, brilliant. That's probably going to be really annoying on the video, but you know, not far with it. So I thought, yeah. So it was actually, this one was a practical purchase. It was a need. It was a needed one. And then carrying on with like the stationery things, pencil cases and that. I got sticky notes. I already told you I'm obsessed with stationery. So here's some sticky notes. Here we are. Did I need 3? No. Did I look at them and think pretty colours? Yes. Did I look at them and think 50p? Yes, you very much did. Do I use like 350 sticky notes? No. But here we are. We got purple, we got pink, and we got blue. Now my reason for buying these was, in Loft I saw a pack only about the size of this one on its own, and it was about £3, and I was going to buy it. And I went, no, I don't use sticky notes enough to spend the money. I went in here and I saw 50p. Now, you're probably thinking, you're going on about this 50p too much. You go into a shop and you see that everything is 50p. Everything I show you from this shop, I got for £8.50. Let that sink in. The equivalent to it was about £8.50. Then next, staying with the stationery theme, I got 2 notebooks. 2 more notebooks. Had I already purchased the ones in Loft? Absolutely. Had I looked at these and thought 50p, even more. I looked at them even more and thought 50p. Anyway, let's show you them one at a time. So this one has got a cat on it, and she is in like traditional clothing, and look at those flip-flops. Look at them. it's a cat in flip-flops. They're probably called something else, but I look at them and think flip-flops, so that's what they are to me. And then it says notebook, and it's got it's a cat Fuji. That's just the emblem of the company, I assume, but I looked at it and thought adorable. And also on the inside of this one, the paper is Fuji. Like, I don't know if that's coming out. I think that's that side. It's Fuji paper. And any of you who are interested in the quality of paper, very slightly less than the Loft one, but still very good quality. I'd say your classic supermarket paper. You know, not high end, but good enough. And it's still soft. It's soft paper. I love soft paper. Rough paper, not a fan of that. But I don't know if anyone took note, but the Fuji is a cat. It's cat Fuji. Like, sorry, yes, in my basket you go. And number 2 is otters. Look at them. Look how adorable they are. This one's my favourite. This one here. He's like, woo! I'm swimming. And then on the back, look at him. He's adorable. He's so cute. And I saw it and it went straight in my basket. No, this one doesn't have any funky insides. I'm so sorry for those who were hoping for another funky inside. But this is just a normal plain notebook. The paper though, exactly the same as the one before. Nice quality. It's nice and thickish. I don't want to show you here, you can't see the thickness of the paper. But it's a good, like I said, it's your normal notebook. So, 2 notebooks. Yes, I walked away from this holiday with 4 notebooks. And I don't regret anything. Then we're getting on to, I'm not going to say this is weird yet, because I don't think I've hit the weird stage yet. The last things I'm going to show you are a little bit weird. Chopsticks. So, I told you I hadn't reached the weird stage yet, but I bought some chopsticks. These ones are green, and these ones are red. They're really nice, and I like them. They're really good wood, like they are sturdy, they're not plastic, they're proper wood. And what I really liked was that whenever you've got chopsticks in the drawer and they're not coloured, you can't find the pair. You can never find the pair, and you're always just like got odd chopsticks going on. And what I liked about these was that when you pop them in the drawer, you'll be able to see which one's which. So you would always have a pair. I just thought that was really nice. Good chopsticks, so I would definitely recommend going in there if you want to go home with souvenir chopsticks, because they did loads, they did hundreds of chopsticks. I just liked the more simplicity design, because they had some that were like fully covered in colour, and they were like head to toe coloured. I liked these ones. Very nice. They are a 22.5 centimetre. I have absolutely no idea what the difference makes to your chopstick use, because I think all of my chopsticks are different lengths, completely different lengths. But chopsticks. So yeah, like I said, if you're looking for chopsticks from Japan, definitely go in here, because they're nice, they're cheap. They're probably the same quality as you get anywhere else, but you're paying a fraction of the price. I'm going to get into a little bit weirder. A little bit weirder. Not fully weird, just a little bit. I brought a rice spoon. Now, for those who are not aware, this is the spoon that you put in a rice cooker to get your rice out. I would like to confirm that coming back from this trip, I did buy a rice cooker. I was obsessed with rice on this holiday. Anyway, it's a rice spoon. It does what it says on the tin. You pop it in the rice to get it out and put it in your bowl. That's all it is. So I bought one of those. Okay, and to go on that, I bought a mini one. I don't know if you can even see it in the packet, but it's a little one, and it's made to do like your rice boxes or your onigiri. The triangles that I said I liked, them. You can do them with these. And then you're only using a little bit, and you don't need your big spoon to do it, so you can just pop it in your hand with your little spoon. Yeah, okay. I already said that there will be some things that people won't normally buy on their Japan trip, but yes, little rice spoons for rice, like steamed rice. And then this is where the weird hits, so brace yourself. I brought a picture frame. Now, most people be like, oh, that'd be nice. You brought a picture frame, so you can frame your favourite picture from the holiday. That's absolutely not the reason I brought this. Because you are going to find this funny, because I found this funny. Because it's like, it's just funny. I had a art print from a band I love. It was a signed art print, and it was only little. And before I went away, just not the table again, sorry if you got a bit rickety there, but before I went away, I was looking on Amazon, and they were coming up about £6 for one picture frame. And I was like, it's quite expensive for a little picture frame. So I went away, and in my new favourite shop, there was this. This bit the part we're going to laugh. I don't know if that's the right size or not. I can't remember. I've absolutely no recollection of the size of the art card. That's the funny thing. But, you know, me and my dilemma. So I risked it for 50p. I thought, you know what? If it's wrong, it's only 50p. And also, I could stick a cute photo in it from the holiday. So, it's a win-win either way. So, lesson is, I've got to go back on holiday to get things cheaper. Because that's how it works out. Now, this is the last thing from this shop, okay? This is the last thing that I'm going to show you. The reason I've left it till last is because it's probably the least likely thing anyone else is going to buy on holiday. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it and make it sound like everyone wants to buy one of these on holiday, because I'm pretty convinced I'm the only one that wants to come home with this. It's a clicker. I bought myself a clicker. Now, if no one's aware of what these are, where have you been? But if you've ever been to a theme park of any description, or a line anywhere, you'll see people walking along, clicking away. And my whole life, I'm not even kidding you, my whole life I've wanted one of those things. When I saw, it's called a tally counter, I'm calling it a clicker, but it's a tally counter. When I saw this, I lost my mind. I was like, oh my god, it's a clicker. It's one of them things that people go around clicking. And it went in my basket. I cannot stress to you how much this is bringing me joy that I've got one of these in my hand. I'm holding it for 50p. Yes, don't think that this was high priced. No. It was 50p. Okay, I'm coming close to the camera for this, because this was 50p. A thing of my dreams in my hands now. And a lot of you will probably be thinking, well, I've always wanted one of those. Because I'm weird, okay? I am weird. I want weird things, okay? I want weird things that you probably don't even need in life. And this is the type of thing that brings me so much joy, okay? Also, if you ever wanted a clicker, go to the 100 yen shop. So, the 100 yen shop section of this video is over. I know, there were some really good things in there. Now it is on to the Disney side of things. Oh, also, I just wanted to say, if the camera looks a bit different, I have had to keep changing the battery, so it might have moved around a bit. But anyway, you probably don't even care. It's probably just me that's caring. Anyway, at this point, I'm a long way into this video. Don't really know where to start with Disney, because I brought quite a bit. And maybe thinking, Ruby, you've brought quite a bit everywhere. But this one's like the last two sections combined. I think I'm going to start this section with something that is Disney but wasn't brought at Disney. So this thing was brought at Isperia, the shopping centre next to Disneyland, that place. So it's all, I believe it's all Disney owned, but the shops aren't necessarily Disney. So it's not like your classic Disney Village, Disney Springs, you know, your classic them. But it does have a couple of Disney shops in. So what I'm going to show you is Disney, but it's not a Disney company. If that makes sense. What I'm going to show you is these. Oh my god. I love these. Okay, here's the first one. And here's the second one. So if you watch the video, you will know what these are already. If you haven't, go and watch the video. It was the last day, so it was probably the video before this, to be honest. They are books. Oh, wrong way, Ruby. They are two books. So I'll show you this one first. This is the front. And anyone interested, this is the back. And basically, they have, oh, this is going to be really difficult to show you, but I'll persevere. I'll try my hardest. It has, oh god, a map of the parking. This is probably my worst camera work you've ever did see. And then on the back, oh my god, I'm really struggling here. Is the other park. So Disneyland. So it's maps of the parks. Everything in Ruby, that's a big old book for a map. You'd be right. Basically in here is like, this one is a how-to type guide. So it tells you how to do different things and different experiences. So like this one tells you how to get the 40th anniversary pass. And let's have another flick through. Just tells you a bit about different rides, character meetings, so any characters you want to meet and where they are, and in the other park. And then we've got a bit of food. Here is some food, just all throughout the park. And then at the back, the reason I bought this one, this is the reason I brought this one. Bear with me. It is because of this beauty at the back. Now, okay, if you are a Disney fan, great. If you're a mega Disney fan and you love all history of the parks, you will be gobsmacked about this as much as I am, because it's all the old park maps in one little place. Like, how can you not love this? And then look at the back, it's both of them, how they've looked over the times they've been there together. What? And I fell in love with this when I first saw it. I was like, oh my god, I need this. Look at this. Look how amazing. But like, it shows you, like, oh my god, let me give you an example. Blah blah blah, da da da. See, look, it shows you here in 2016. Oh, am I on the right one? Yeah, here. Just there is Autopia. And then in 2018, that same land has been turned into Beauty and the Beast. So it's gone. And then in 2024, oh, but opened in 2020, it shows you, oh, I think I've got my finger on it there. Beauty and the Beast. That literally has got you the whole situation going on. And also, you're probably thinking, Ruby, those are in Japanese. I didn't realise you could read Japanese. I can't read Japanese, okay? Hands up. Can't read Japanese, but I loved the book so much, and the pictures, it was worth using Google Translate to read it all. Some nighttime reading I've got for myself. Me and my phone are going to have a lot of fun with this one. So that's book number 1. Book number 2. You know anything, Ruby? It's probably the same book. It's not the same book. Okay? Because 1 has got a different cover. 2, this one is specifically for 2026. So this is all in here. Is all rides, shows, parades, meet and greets. It is quite literally your handheld guide to Tokyo Disneyland. Let me show you. So like it shows you on this page. It's a Big Thunder Mountain page. It's a Big Thunder Mountain page. But also, it's split into sections. So I'm assuming that's the name of the land I'm going to go with. Because look, it's about... God, I'm really doing terrible at this work. I'm so terribly sorry. Donald and Daisy. Where you can meet them. And all of that fun stuff. And then let's flick on a little bit more. See, look. Oh, I was right. It says Fantasyland. I don't know if you can see that. But look, it's got Winnie the Pooh, which was amazing. We've got Small World. And you can tell it's 2026 because it says here about Small World with Group, which I believe is running till June. I don't know, but I do know they brought it back from last year. So this was closed. Haunted Mansion was closed. All I hear on closed rides, I just need to go back. That's all I got from it. Tells you about all the food. So this is just the Disneyland park at the minute. All the food and where to get it, which is a bit fun. Merch. And look, it shows you the shop front. It shows you the shop front of the book. I don't know if you can see it because I can't see it myself. I can't even see the camera. Like, that's amazing. I can't wait to read it. I honestly can't wait. And then we're on to Tokyo Disney Sea. So this is American Waterfront on one side and Port Discovery on the other. Let's have the American side. Look at that. On this side. Nemo, a very underrated ride. And along with the Aquatopia, I absolutely adored them too. Loved it. Oh, and this tram, this right here, closed. Just need to go back. What I loved about this was, like, especially on this page, you can see it really well, because this is the Indiana Jones ride. Closed. However, it shows you some really good pictures. And you can meet Daffy and all of that really fun stuff. Oh, and then obviously we've got a whole page dedicated to Fantasy Springs. My fave. Peter Pan, but I mean Frozen was good too, but I don't know what they did with Peter Pan, but that was amazing. Anyway, this is, you're probably really bored at this section, and I probably cut this down a lot. But oh, look, it shows you the shows. Like that was on the Ruby words Ruby. On the water by the volcano. Wasn't on while we were there. It was closed down. Got to go back. But yes, those sorts of things. Oh, and then here at the back, this is really clever. All the merch, every bit of merch. It's like online shopping on this, isn't it? And then we've got all the Duffies you can buy. Well, Duffy and Friends, I shouldn't say all the Duffies, but more Duffy bits and bobs. And then, oh, there's a whole section. I didn't even realise that. Oh my god, that's so cool. There's a whole section on the Disneyland hotels, on all of them. Oh my god, that's amazing. So you can see all the rooms. Oh, I love that. I didn't even realise that. So busy flicking away. Oh my god. Oh, Miracosta, that. Dream. Oh my god, that's beautiful. Oh my god, look at that. I want to go there. That's where I want to stay. Don't get me wrong, absolutely adored the hotel I stayed in. Oh look, and then at the back, this just shows you how much I just flipped through and adored the book. It shows you about happy entry, which is where you get, I'm gonna say 15 minutes. We're gonna go with 15 minutes before park open if you're a hotel guest, which is really good. Didn't get that because I didn't stay on property. However, this is also about the vacation package, which is a lot of money. Can't afford that. Maybe one day. And then, oh, it's all about the app on your phone, which is a bit like the other one. But look how it's set out. Like, you can understand all of those step-by-step things. I mean, you can pause the screen if you want and have a little read about some things. You want to speak Japanese, that is. I just love this book. Yeah, so I've probably just spent way too long talking about this. But these are two really good books, and they were 1,980 yen each, so that's about £10. £10. I understand that's quite a lot for a magazine, because they're just a thick magazine. Like, they are sturdy. Like, they're not your typical magazine. They are sturdy, like little proper books. However, I did say this in the vlog, I think, but who knows if I cut it out or not. But they are really good as like things to remember your trip by, and they're also really good if you have a Disney lover in your life who maybe wasn't necessarily on the trip but would love the trip. So they're really good gifts as well. I mean, you have to like them to spend that much money on them, but there was multiple there, so like that was 2 of 5. There's probably 5 different ones. There was also a smaller like leaflet type of one, which I actually saw a lot of people in the parks have. And the whole trip I was like, where are these people getting these from? Because I couldn't see them. And I was like, oh, they get them from there. Okay. Anyway, that is the book section done. And now we're on to everything. Yeah, everything was purchased inside the Disney parks or at the hotel gift shop. In the Sheraton, they had a Disney official shop. So some of it might have been bought in there, but I actually can't remember what was bought where, so we're not going to go for that. But it's all official Disney merch, and I'm pointing this way because it's all piled up here. We're going to start off easy. As you can probably tell, I'm a magnet collector. I like a magnet. These are quite weighty. These are actually quite heavy, but this is the only set of magnets Disney do. La la la. I just think they're really nice. I mean, they're pretty basic considering some other magnets I have, especially Disney magnets, but it does what it says on the tin, really, doesn't it? Tokyo Disneyland, Tokyo Disney Sea. I mean, what more do you want? So they're those. They were, I think, £10. 2,000 yen. About £10. So I'm sorry if some of this I say it in yen and some of it I say in pounds, because that's how my brain works. I was having to work it all out into pounds to figure out the price of everything. So sorry if it's all in pounds, but figure out for yourself. And also, to be honest, it's gonna be different when you go. Magnets. And then let's get on to some Fantasy Springs little bits. These are like miscellaneous bits that I don't actually know. Everything else is sort of not in a category, that's like the wrong thing to say, but like there's a system. I got these. They're patches, but they're like pins. Let me show you them. So these are the 3 of them, and we'll go individually. So we've got Rapunzel's Floating Lights. No, Ruby. No, completely wrong. Rapunzel's Lantern Festival. It's literally the ride. La la la. And then we've got Peter Pan's Neverland Adventure. Beautiful. I like this one because it's not a normal shape. It's a bit odd. And then this one, it's Anna and Elsa's Frozen Journey. That one's really cute. I really like that one. I think that one might be my favourite patch. But by patch, I mean this. So they're like a patch, but they've got this like pin on that you could pin on yourself. However, I am a patch. You'll probably think I collect way too much, but bear with me. On my travel backpack, so I have a backpack that I take on all of the flights, I put patches on them. I really struggle to find patches places. It's actually a lot harder than you'd believe, but to find a good patch it's pretty impossible. So at the minute I'm literally just dealing with two. I've got a Guardians of the Galaxy one and a Batu one, and I saw these and I thought, oh my god, they'd be really cute. So I haven't decided yet whether to put these on my backpack ready for flying, or to put these on like make my own part bag, if that makes sense. I'm tempted to make my own part bag, like buy a bag, cheap bag, and stick them on the front. I don't know, I just really like that. They're all just really nice, and they've all got those like funny button backs on. I might rip them off and then sew them on myself. So anyway, they're really cute. And they were 900 yen each, which is about £4.50. Anyone's interested in how I would know the price, I take off the last two digits and then half the number that's left. So, like that says 900, take off the two zeros, and you're left with 9, half 9 is £4.50. It's virtually how I've been doing it. Sometimes it'll be a little bit less, and sometimes it'll be a little bit more money, but all in all, you'll get the similar gist. Then let's move on to a massive collecting item. If you're taking a guess of Disney things that are massively collected, you're probably on the right path here. I have been for probably my whole life. I've been a pin collector. Always had pins, and I love them. I love pins. I just think they are so amazing. But here are the pins. So there is a what's this one? Blimey, I can't see it. Tokyo Disney Sea, Tokyo Disney Resort, Tokyo Disneyland, and a Tokyo Disneyland. They are really cute. That is, I just don't know, they're just so adorable. They're like the magnets, but they're just plain and simple and just the job. I like them. The only thing I would say is I wasn't keen that you had to buy a pack of 4. I mean, I like all 4, but I don't know if I need 2 Disneyland ones. I like the Disney Sea, I like the Disney Resort, and I like 1 Disneyland. But I don't know if I need 2 Disneylands, but you know what? I'll use them. So, but yeah, those are the pins. I believe these aren't seasonal, like, at all. Like, these are there all year, every year, forever. Where I know there are some pins that do come and go because they're not big on pins in Tokyo. But I do believe you should always be able to get these ones because every video I've ever seen, they've got these. So, yay, I've joined a club. And then we'll do, on the theme of like the main Disney, got a Fantasy Springs pin. That's really nice. I really like that one. It's really pretty. It has got a dangly bit on. It's a really nice finish. It's just so pretty. Like, I just think, like, the colour on it. And it doesn't look smooth, but that is completely smooth front. That is a classic Tokyo Disney pin. We are on to ride pins, because that seems to be all they do. I did see some princess pins, but I have enough princess pins to last a lifetime. And the rest all seem to be like ride pins. However, I could only find 1 for Fantasy Springs. I don't know if that was just the time I went, or if that's just a normal thing that they only have 1 ride pin. But that pin was Peter Pan's Neverland Adventure, because I think that was actually my favourite one in the land. And it's a really nice pin. I would say that's a good Disney pin. It's a classic Disney, like the style of Disney you'd be expecting. yeah, really nice pin. I really like that one. Then the next one is quite possibly my favourite ride in the whole of Disney. Now I don't know if it is my favourite because I do have a few top contenders. However, I cannot get over this ride. Beauty and the Beast. What is it called? Enchanted Tale of Beauty and the Beast. Like, look how amazing that pin is. That's lovely. I love that pin. But if you were keeping track on the videos, now I know that's probably a little while ago because we did it like almost a week before we came home. I loved it that much that I went on it once on a priority access pass, once in the queue, and once single rider. I literally did all three systems, and I can confirm the best was single rider because it was so much quicker than anything else. Anyway, Enchanted Tale of Beauty and the Beast. What I'm really annoyed about is that I only discovered that there was a single rider on the second day in Disneyland because I could have been riding it all day on the first day. I just didn't realise it. Anyway, Beauty and the Beast pin. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Last two pins. They are in the same category. I also did mention these pins in the video, but I kind of rushed off onto the carousel. So I don't know if it's even in there because it might have just been blabber. But I got a Sinbad pin. Sinbad? What is it called? Sinbad's Storybook Voyage. And now I'm gonna butcher his name, I think, but I think he's called Chandu might be right. But he's the adorable tiger on the ride. I mean, just look at his little face. He's so much cuter on the ride. So there's the two of them together. Look. This is, I cannot even, such an underrated ride. Such an underrated ride. But it was so good. I just can't even put into words how good it actually was. I think I rode it 4 times. 4 times. Anyway, amazing. If you go to Tokyo Disneyland, do not miss Sinbad. That was amazing to ride. Next is actually something you would have seen in the parks because I had them on my head. I bought these 2 ears. I bought this pair, I don't know if you can see that, they are beautiful, and I bought this pair. If you can't tell, I love blue. I like blue. Blue looks good on me. So this was actually the first pair I saw. I actually saw these on the first day, and I was like, I need them, I actually need them. And they're like this knitted, I don't know if that's coming out, but it's like this knitted look, and I absolutely love that. And I go to a couple of the parks near the winter time, so these will be absolutely perfect, because I was really worried. I was like, oh my god, what if I don't wear them enough? You know, there's just that panic, like, oh, am I going to wear them here? Am I not going to wear them anywhere else? But then I was like, no, you will wear them. And but these ones, I actually made quite a quick decision on these ones, which is very surprising for me because I always need to take at least 25-30 minutes to decide on one item. But I decided on these in like 3 minutes, so that's record breaking for me. But these are lovely, like they're like a velvet. I'm so sorry if that's irritating, but and they're just lovely. And the bow is like a tulle, so that's really nice, and these are really comfortable. They look really good on my head. But both of these pairs, this is what I couldn't get over, £11 each. Anywhere else they are small mortgage. But ears, can't go to Disney without buying ears. I love wearing ears. I love wearing different ears. And it was nice to actually see some different ears that were, oh look, there they are. I'm going to move them because that is going to annoy me. It was actually nice to see some different ears that weren't like too in your face, because I do find that now that there's a lot of in your face ears, and I like quite subtle, like they're quite subtle. I mean, she says massive ears on her head. But then, to carry on with the ear theme, I got one of these, which is, if you are unaware, it is a, actually that actually shows you, it holds your ears for you onto your bag. Every time I'm in the parks, I have one of these. So I had 2 of Etsy previously, and then I got one in Hong Kong Disneyland, and I saw one here, and it says, oh god, that's dirty on the bag, oh well. It says Tokyo Disneyland on it, and I just thought, no, Tokyo, oh god, I can't talk, Tokyo Disney Resort on it. And I just thought, do you know what, that's just lovely. Like, it's got the ears on it as well. It's a really good quality, like it's leather. It's probably not real leather, but it feels like leather. And then you just, all you do is just pop it back on, and they're held like that. So I would highly recommend getting one of these. This says it was £1,400, so about £7. Which, turn around, there we go. So yeah, that is really, really nice. And I like that it's got the bow on the top. That's a nice touch. But yes, they had, honestly, they had a whole wall of these, and there was like, I reckon about 40 different options for this, but I saw this one, it had the ears on, and I thought that is absolutely perfect. So the next thing is this mug. Oh my gosh, I fell in love with this mug from the moment I saw it. I saw it on the first day, and I picked it up a couple of days later. How blooming lovely is that? It's so big as well. If you couldn't read that, it says Tokyo Disney Resort where dreams come true on the front, and it is a map of both parks. Like, it has all the rides on, it has the name of each land on it, so you can look at that. It has Mickey and Minnie. Oh, and on the bottom it says Tokyo Disney Resort where dreams come true, and that's their little like logo thing. And I have to say, like, this mug works for either hand, right? However, as a left-handed person, to have the main symbol on the front, lefties, come get your mugs. Because, and you can get all your fingers in the holder, which is just lovely. It is so big. I don't know if you can even tell how big that is. I'm not going to do the hand thing, like, oh, it's the size of my, you don't know how big my hand is. Everyone's hand's a different size. But it is such a lovely mug, and I love it. I am so happy with it, and I believe this was £11. So, 2,200 yen. And I like that Mickey and Minnie aren't in their traditional outfits. Like, he looks like he's just going for a party himself. Love it. The art on it, whoever the artist was amazing. Because you can see everything so clearly, and I love that. Love a good mug. I was just going to show you these little stickers. Or this little sticker. I think I got 3 of these throughout the trip. And basically when you're at the till, sometimes they'll notice that, you know, you're a foreigner, and they'll pop a little sticker in. So that's really nice. Just thought you'd like to see that. Some freebie. Everyone likes a freebie. My next item is this Rapunzel washcloth bag thingy bobby. It says Rapunzel's Lantern Festival. I know it now. You'd think I'd know it anyway, but I don't. And it is, so if you know anything about Japanese culture, they carry their own hand towels about with them, and their own wash stuff for the bathrooms and that. And this is what they keep them in. It's a little, like, it's a little drawstring bag. Like, whoop. So it's really nice. Am I going to use it for washcloths? Absolutely not. Do I have any intention of using it for anything that they've probably made it for? Absolutely not. Am I going to find use for it? Yes. Did I like it just because it had Rapunzel on the front? Absolutely. Look how pretty. And on the back is this. It says, love will light your way to the world of your dreams. That's lovely, isn't it? And it's got Pascal on it, and it's got the turret, and it's got the main castle at the top. And obviously the flower, sun or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, it's just really nice. It's like a tote bag material, if you're wondering. But yeah, that's really nice. They had loads of these. So like there was a Peter Pan one, a Frozen one. There was a, gosh, what were the other ones? I think there was just like a Mickey and Minnie one and a Duffy one. So yeah, I expect different years you go, there'll be different ones of these. I got another bag. Ready? You ready for this? Oh god, there's a tag on it. And then, ta-da! Look at that. It says Tokyo Disneyland, the Kingdom of Dreams and Magic. And it says since 1983, which obviously the year it opened. Look at that. Like, how can you tell me that's not the best tote bag in the whole wide world? And no, there's nothing on the back. But look at that. It's really big as well. Like, that is a proper tote bag size. And that was about £9. So there was this one. There was a Tokyo Disney Sea one, which I wasn't too keen on. There was a railroad one and a electrical skyway one. Or was it the boat one? There was another one. There was 4 of them all together. And my favourite was this one because I thought, oh, do you know what? Just popping downtown with that. That'd be lovely. So next I have these postcards. There is, hold that, Disney Sea and Disneyland. Now these I actually picked up in the hotel Disney shop. This is one thing I do know I picked up in there. I saw them and I was like, oh, they're really nice. So I picked them up, £2, 402 pounds. And I was like, oh, they're really nice. But I actually came to look at them and they're pretty old. You may be thinking, Ruby, how do you know they're old? Because Beauty and the Beast hasn't even made it onto the top one. Like, where's she gone? And on here, there's nothing to do with Fantasy Springs. So I have no idea what year these were made. I don't know if the hotel was just like reselling old stock, or if people just liked the designs of them so they just kept selling them. I have absolutely no idea. But I was okay. And then those are the backs if anyone's interested. So it's like Disney Sea and then Disneyland. I don't know what I'm going to do with a postcard. Probably stick them in a scrapbook somewhere, or I don't know. I do quite like the idea of just sticking them up just because they're really nicely done. I brought more stationery things. I don't think through this video now you're shocked that I like stationery. I think you're probably going, I think she's got an obsession, which you'd probably be right with. But hey ho. I brought this pack of pens. Aren't they just adorable? And interestingly, I only saw this pack in one shop. I only saw this in the Fantasy Springs gifts. I think that's what it's called, Fantasy Springs gift. The one in Fantasy Springs by the hotel. I only saw them in here, so that's why I picked them up. And there's 4 pens in here, and they're just really lovely. And also, what I liked is it told you the colour of the pen. So these ones are all black. And, yeah. Just really nice, really. I don't really know what else to say about them. Pens, aren't they, at the end of the day? And the last stationery thing I know, just I've calmed it down, is this pencil case. Have you seen another more beautiful pencil case in your life? The little zippy bit is the balloons. Like, that's really cute. This side is all Tokyo Disneyland, as you can see by that. And there's the castle, Mickey and Minnie and blah blah blah. And then on this side, it's Tokyo Disney Sea. See, that's really nice. I just really like that. And then on the sides, we've got Minnie ears and a Mickey hat, you know, the hat ones. And then on this side, I love this side. This is my favourite side of the pencil case, because you've got a Mickey balloon and the Disney ducks. Disney ducks. Look, Disney ducks. Let's just give them their moment. Disney ducks. And yes, before you ask, there were ducks walking around at Disney because they're Disney ducks. I like whoever went, do you know what else can we put on the ends? And someone went Disney ducks and someone else went, yeah. But I love it. I love it all. Like, there's the country bears, and we've got Pascal. And also, if you want to know, that's the size on the inside. It has got a bit of stuffing in it, but it's really nice. Oh, it's got a pocket on the inside. Oh, I can't get that out in a minute. But look, there's the normal bit. Oh my god, I didn't realise that. Oh my god, now it is my favourite pencil case. So, I picked up this. My first visit monorail. So, basically I saw this in the shop and I was like, oh my god, I must have that. And I saw it and I thought, that is just adorable. And here it is. It says my first visit on it. I hope that's coming out. Mickey and Minnie. And then on the other side is Donald, Goofy and Pluto. Like, how lovely. And with the Mickey ears on the train, like it is actually the monorail. And you know, I loved it. It has little windscreen wipers. I really don't know if that's coming out. And then on the top it says Tokyo Disney Resort. So that is just lovely. It's got little wheels. I thought I must have this. I must have this. It's quite weighty, so I mean it's like metal. It's full metal. It's quite weighted, but I love that one. And then you'll be thinking, oh, that's nice. So I got another one. I got two. This one is just, what is this one? New Dreams, More Fun. Disney Resort line. I just thought it was really pretty. Love the colours. Let me get it out for you again. I thought I may as well get these while I'm here, because I've never seen any other Disney park do this collection, but it's by this company. I don't know if you can see that company. They're the ones that make them all. Anyway, here's this side. So it's Mickey and Minnie. Isn't that just so cute? And then on the other side, see, you can't even see this until you buy them. So when I got it, I was like, oh my god, I love that. It's got Belle and Baymax. Oh, isn't that just so cute? Her castle and his like indoor ridey bit. That's just so cute. And obviously with the windscreen wipers. And then on the top it says New Dreams, More Fun, Tokyo Disneyland. That's just lovely. Like, this is the type of thing like I really love. Like little knick-knacky bits. I got one more from the range. I brought a big thunder train. I think you might just be hearing some banging. If you can't hear any banging, you ain't me. If you can hear any banging, I'm very sorry about that. It's my neighbour. But look, my god, I'm gonna get it out for you. But as soon as I saw it, I bought it because Big Thunder Mountain is my favourite ride in Disney in Paris. It has a lot of memories for me. So when I saw it, I loved it. And what I love most is it's not specific just to Tokyo. So I can have this out and it will just be Big Thunder Mountain. So here's the train. Look, I don't know if you can see that, but it does say Big Thunder Mountain Railroad on the side. Come on, focus, take my face out. There you go. And there's the front and the top. Probably no one's interested in the top, Ruby, but you know. And the other side, and they are so cute. Like, that is so adorable. And then we have the train, which looks like this. And it's actually like the train car you sit in. I find that amazing. And it's not going to show up really at all. But you can connect them. I love that. That is really up my straight little figures. I love a little like figurine of a ride I love. And now I'm on to the final things. I'm on to the final 3 items, and I believe I have saved the best till last. And here it is. What a Duffy! Look at his face! Oh my god, he's so cute. Look at his feet. I just love him. I just love him so much. These are a little story about like Duffy and Mickey. So I already have a Shelly May. I bought her in Hong Kong when I was there a couple of years ago, and I was like, oh, next time I go to an Asian park I will buy a Duffy. So that is why I've brought him, because who can have a Shelly May without a Duffy, and who can have a Duffy without a Shelly May? But his little tail, look at his little tail, and they all have this stamp on them, because that is the Disney bear stamp, if I am correct. But yes, I have a Duffy. If anyone comes in here saying, oh, 20-year-old shouldn't be buying teddy bears, do you know what? Just go away, quite honestly, because it makes me happy and I love them very, very much. And I just think, who doesn't want a cute teddy bear to sit on their side? I just think he's adorable. Anyway, so that is Duffy. He's very fluffy. Like I don't know if you can tell. Do you know what? Here, he looks like a traditional teddy bear. He's getting his moment of fame. So that was Duffy. And then I bought another teddy bear. I bought Nana. Look how adorable she is. Just look at her. Her little bonnet. Her little collar. It's got a bow for her bonnet as well. Her little arms to stay in this place as well. Her feet and her tail. Like, quite honestly, I think she might be the softest teddy bear I've ever found in my life. She's like, there's no way you can even tell how soft she is, because she's just like, she's the softest thing ever. The reason I got a Nana, now I'm not a massive Peter Pan film fan, but this holiday I fell in love with the ride, and I've always loved the Peter Pan flight ride, and I've always thought she was adorable, but I have never in all of my years of going to Disney seen a Nana teddy bear. I just haven't. And I saw her in the Fantasy Springs gifts, and I didn't see her again, so she had to come home with me. I love her. Like I said, her paws sit like that, and you would see people walking around with her like that. And can I just say, this is my moment to talk about this. I love the Japanese culture, because it is acceptable for adults to be carrying around teddy bears. Can I just say, why is that not acceptable everywhere in the world? Because I even saw a girl carrying one on the plane. And I say girl, she was probably older than me. So they were carrying around them at Disney, and it was just okay. Where I feel if you did that anywhere else in the world, in a Disney park, specifically anywhere in the world, it wouldn't be as acceptable as it is in Japan. It's the bonnet, I think, that gets me. I think that's the back, it's just flat. But yes, she was a good find. Talking about good finds, this next teddy bear I have been looking for since the movie came out. It's Lotso. And now, there are going to be people in these comments going, Lotso has been around forever. I've had Lotso forever. I've always had a Lotso on my bed. Lotso's always been in the parks. Blah, 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 blah. What I mean by I've been trying to find this one forever, he doesn't smell of strawberries. I know. Now, this is probably a very niche category. However, someone's going to also spot this on his ear, which means smells of strawberries, because it's only this part of him that smells, and it is the lightest smelling strawberry. I can really smell it, strawberry. I've searched the whole time Toy Story 3 has been out for a lot, so because I just thought he's literally a Disney teddy bear, like I need him in my life. I've looked, but the only ones I have ever seen, he has got a walking cane in one of his hands, which I've never liked, and his whole body, I mean the whole body is normally engulfed in the smell of strawberry, where he smells like a normal bear. And I love that. And I know someone can be, but he's meant to smell of strawberries. But I don't like him smell of strawberries, okay? And I don't care what you say. Because I think he's just so adorable. And I've always wanted one. But I've never wanted to spend the money on one that I don't like the smell of. Because there's been so many times I thought, well, shall I just get it and then wash it? But then I was like, yeah, but then I'm spending money, it might not even work. With this one, I'm not even going to have to wash. Like, I'm not even going to have to try and get the smell out of him. Oh, perfect. Honestly, the moment I saw him and I sniffed him and he didn't smell strawberries, I ran to the till with him. I literally ran there. I was like, I need him so much. So I just brought him off the cuff. Again, that was another thing I didn't even think about. I just brought him. So yeah, there's a lot so. So yes, that concludes my haul. My Tokyo Disney, Tokyo haul, Japan in general haul. I've bought a lot of stuff. Yes, I understand that. And I've bought a lot from Disney. I understand that too. But every single purchase I made me happy. And it was something I desperately wanted. I love it all. I really hope that you've enjoyed watching my haul, because some of it, like I said, some of it would have made an appearance in the vlogs, or I'd have mentioned it, or something or other. I am so happy with it, and every time I look at any of them, anything that I've brought, I will think of the amazing holiday that I had, and I think that is truly the main point of buying things on holiday. So I really hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope that I haven't bored you, that's my main hope, and that you find me interesting also, because I'm aware that I might have talked for a very long time on here. At the end of the day, I am still starting out, so I want people to get to know me a little bit. And also, who doesn't love a long haul? Love a long haul vlog. But please don't forget to like this video, because that will help me out so much. And if you can comment as well, that also pushes videos. If you didn't know, commenting pushes videos to other people because you're interacting with it. Any interaction you can do pushes a video. Please like, please comment, and please, I really want this. Please subscribe to see all future adventures and whatever comes next. I just really hope that you've enjoyed me, because at the end of the day, as much as there's a haul and you've enjoyed it, I hope you've enjoyed the person giving you the haul, and that would be me. So thank you from the absolute bottom of my heart if you have gotten this far, because I must be doing something right if you've gotten this far. So thank you so much. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.